Hello, and welcome to the 4-H Curricula and Program Planning webinar for this program year of 2018 and 2019. During this webinar, we will review and highlight 4-H curricula and what documentation is needed for our 4-H military partnership. All 4-H curricula uses the experiential learning model and fosters the concepts of experiential learning for positive youth development, which are a sense of belonging, opportunities to develop independence and mastery of skills, and to develop a sense of generosity. In 4-H, we have the educational motto of learning by doing. And as you'll see, the topics that we'll talk about today are all hands-on learning. We will go over some of the different types of learning opportunities that you can have at your site. To help narrow down some of the opportunities, we will go over the 6 focus areas. These focus areas were developed by 4-H and our 4-H military partnership leaders to help you align your goals at your site with 4-H programming. We have science and STEM, plants and animals, environmental and outdoors, healthy living, creative arts, and leadership. The clubs that you have at your site should fall within these ranges. Now we'll go over each one of them, and I'll give you some examples. Science and STEM. Here are some of the outcomes that we would like to see from these particular projects. We would like youth to experience excitement, interest, motivation, as youth learn about physical and the natural world. We'd also like youth to be able to generate, understand, and remember scientific concepts and facts. We would like youth to be able to test, explore, observe, and experiment with science. We want youth to reflect on how science is used in our society, and that youth are capable of participating in these practices of science. Some 4-H clubs could include aerospace and astronomy, food science, computer, geospatial science, small engines, electricity and circuits, robotics, wind and alternative energies, and science discovery such as whales, trees, rocks and minerals, and recycling. There's lots of fun things that you can do within STEM. Some very popular things are our 4-H National Youth Science Day kits. Some other things also include robotics, such as our junk drawer robotics. Plants and animals. 4-H has started its roots in agriculture and farming, and we still have those roots today. Curriculum could include agriculture, animal science, amphibians, butterflies, entomology, gardening, fishing, and veterinarian science. These outcomes would include that youth can experience excitement, interest, motivation in plants and animals. They can understand and remember concepts and facts related in these fields, and that they're able to test, explore, and observe and experiment with this science. Some examples of some 4-H clubs within our military partnership include gardening clubs. Many different gardens can be grown at your site: pizza garden, herb gardens, flower gardens, vegetable gardens, by using 4-H gardening curricula or our Junior Master Gardening curriculum. Most sites do not have animals, but if you are interested in exploring some animal science, please let me know and I can get you in the right direction. Environmental and outdoor studies. Some of the outcomes that we would like to see from these programs that youth get to experience an interest and motivation as they learn about environmental and outdoor science. That youth can share what they've learned through a talk or develop a model or project for sharing their ideas at school or in the community. You can develop an identity as someone who learns and uses environmental practices into the future. Some of the 4-H curriculum available to you would be hiking, backpacking, camping, backyards and beyond, bicycle and ATV safety, exploring your environment, forestry, and water conservation. Some of these topics are really great for your middle school and teen programs, as these concepts are a little bit more difficult to understand at a school age level. However, there is plenty of curriculum for all ages. Some of these might include some leadership opportunities as well in the outdoors, such as rock climbing or leadership building. 4-H Healthy Living Clubs. The outcomes of these clubs is that youth can increase their knowledge, attitudes, and skills and aspirations to promote optimal physical, social, emotional health habits and the reduction of risk behaviors. We like youth to increase in adoption and mastery of healthy behaviors that lead to a healthy lifestyle. Some of these clubs might be 4-H cooking, foods, culture, and reading, food science, foods, first aid, microwave magic, steps to a healthy teen, and health rocks, along with other physical fitness curricula. .4-H cooking clubs tend to be very popular with youth, but we can go outside of cooking to learn about health and wellness. You might have a yoga or fitness club that can incorporate emotional wellness as well. Creative arts focus area. The outcomes for this would be that the youth can acquire and enhance artistic skills. Youth can produce a project that demonstrates their creative abilities. Youth can learn about and understand lifestyles that promote health and emotional wellness. Youth can gain more confidence and ability to focus. And the youth, they have opportunity to develop more receptivity to instruction and guidance. Some of these clubs could be filmmaking, cultural arts, photography, theater arts, or visual arts. Oftentimes, youth like to come up with their own projects, and that is completely fine, whether it is clay, painting, performance art. And finally, our leadership focus area. With leadership, some of the outcomes that we would like to see is that youth gain knowledge and develop coping skills in the areas of personal understanding, developing mastery, and growing connections. Youth will increase the following life skills needed for the 21st century career development in problem solving, decision making, communication, collaboration, and leadership. Some of these areas of topics might be careers, citizenship, entrepreneurship, service learning, workforce readiness, leadership, and financial literacy. Oftentimes, clubs and sites like to use opportunities for demonstrations or public speaking, opportunities for service learning, or activities that encourage leadership building. Now that we talked about the 6 focus areas, now we'll talk about what you need to do. So what you need to do at your site is to figure out what kind of programs or projects that you want to offer. So you want to pick out your topic for your 4-H clubs. Once you've picked out your topic, you want to plan for the 4-H club. And by planning for the 4-H club, you will fill out a program plan worksheet for each focus area or for each club that you will have at your site. Then you'll turn that documentation in to us at military4h@ctar.hawaii.edu. Documentation that's needed this fall would be the program plan and then the youth and leader enrollment. And then you will conduct your 4-H program. Don't forget that you'll need to reflect upon your club at the end. So make sure to take lots of photos and remember that you will need to report on the outcomes of your club. Think of the program plan as a snapshot of the year to come. So before you begin planning for your 4-H club, it is a good idea to get input from youth, parents, and other stakeholders in your club. You could do this by brainstorming, suggestion box, roll call survey, looking at previous year evaluations, and also taking a look at what talents and skills are available with the staff and volunteers that you might have at your site. National curricula and supplies can be found at shop4h.org. Here you can purchase curricula, but also other 4-H items that you might desire for your club or center. Another great resource for curricula is different land-grant university websites. My favorite is Utah State. They offer a wide variety of free PDF curricula. You just simply go to their website, utah4h.org/discover, and you can simply get different topics of Discover 4-H curricula for free. Project guides are also a great place to help start a club that might not have a dedicated curriculum, but the youth are really interested in exploring this particular topic. California has a great selection of project guides. When planning for your 4-H club, you want to look ahead. Each year, we have a post-to-boast contest. And this year, you will submit those posters of the projects that you worked on at your site by May of 2019. This is a flyer from last year. But you want to make sure that you plan this ahead of time so that your youth can think about it as they work on their project throughout the year and then be able to put something together at the end to show off their hard work. Also, you don't want to forget about including important items that are needed for 4-H club, such as 4-H business meetings. You do need to have at least 6 business meetings for youth to get together and discuss their club and have that leadership opportunity. To get a refresher on 4-H club meetings, check out the webinar on our website to get a refresher on how to run a 4-H club meeting. For more ideas to help you with your 4-H club, we have a military 4-H Pinterest page that has ideas on different focus areas and different 4-H projects that you might be interested in incorporating at your site. And also find us on Facebook for ideas as well as keeping in the loop on all things 4-H and 4-H military partnership. You can find us on Pinterest or Facebook at Military 4-H Pacific. And please tag us in your 4-H photos that you might put on social media and use hashtag Hawaii 4-H. Please feel free to reach out to me at military4h@ctar.hawaii.edu. My name is Kate Eichstead, and I am the 4-H Military Program Coordinator, and I am here to help you. So feel free at any time to contact me with your 4-H questions. Thank you so much for watching this webinar. I appreciate your time, and have a great day.